Hello, my dear students. I'm your piano instructor. My name is Oksana Kolesnikova. And today I have my boy, my son, Alessandro Concas. He's 10 years old. He will be demonstrating during our lesson what to play and how to play. So I am very excited to teach you some fun songs during today's lesson. And this class is for complete beginner piano students, primarily children ages 5 through 14. And today we will be learning just complete basics in piano learning. Today's class will consist of 2 songs, very popular songs. One is called Ode to Joy, and another one is called Mary Had a Little Lamb. We will also cover basic technique and finger exercises to keep your fingers strong, as well as music theory, very important aspects for beginner music theory. And we will complete our session with practice and suggestions. And I'm really excited, so we can go ahead and get started. So what you need for today's lesson, you will need either basic keyboard is good enough to start. If you have a larger instrument, such as a larger keyboard size or an actual piano, that would work as well. So let's go ahead and get yourself positioned by your instrument. And for our example today, we will be using just this mini size keyboard, because everything we learned today, you will be able to execute really well on this instrument. It's also easy to hold for demonstration purposes. So the first thing, since we are focusing on complete beginner students, you will need to do the following. Have your stickers ready to be placed on the keys, okay? Because until we learn the name of our keys, it will be a little tricky and difficult to play our songs without having them labeled. So I will teach you very quickly how to place your stickers in the right places on the keyboard. So let's start with this. Before we begin, another thing we will need is pen or pencil and a piece of paper. So you can take notes as we go through the class, and remember your notes while you practice until our next session. Okay, so here's the first thing we will start with. We call it musical alphabet. Musical alphabet consists of the first 7 letters of the alphabet. So that means that for our piano class, for this course, we will start with letter C, D, E, F, G, A, and B. Please note, we're not starting with letter A. For this particular course, our starting letter will be C, but it does follow the alphabetical pattern. So we have C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Okay, so that you know, after every 7 letter, you go back and repeat the alphabet over again. So you will continue C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Okay, very good. So now we are going to go ahead and place these letters of the alphabet on your piano keys. I'm assuming that not everybody has this nice printed rounded letters. So you can use something as simple as just sticky notes, like this ones, to be placed on your keys. Remember, this is just temporary, because once you learn and memorize your keys, you don't even need this anymore. So what you can do, you can place, write letter C on your sticky note and place it right above your key, like this. Make sure you have space here so you can actually push your fingers without covering the name of your key. Okay, so we'll do maybe one more. Alessandro, can you go ahead and draw letter D and place it in the right place? Fantastic. Okay, maybe we'll do one last. Very good, thank you, Alessandro. Excellent. Okay, so please make a note that placement of your sticker has to be go precisely in the right place. So do you see how letter D, or key named D, is positioned right between two black keys? So that's very important that your sticker goes in the spot where D is supposed to go. C will be to the left of the two black keys, and then you place the rest of them in a specific order: C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Okay, so these are all the letters we need for today's two songs we're learning. Once you place those stickers, we can go ahead and move on to our next task. Okay, so Alessandro is going to demonstrate us our next task. So every time before we get to learning actual songs, we have to make sure we exercise our fingers. Our fingers has muscles and they need to be strengthened and developed to become really good at piano playing. So the way we do our finger exercises, we are going to start with exercise called C major 5-finger scale. So I would like you to go ahead and use your right hand and put your thumb on C, 2 on D, 3 on E, 4 on F, 5 on G. And come back down the same way: G, F, E, D, C. So you exercise every single finger in order. So we will have Alessandro use his right hand and play C 5-finger scale. How about you do going up and down 3 times, not too fast?
Right or left?
Right hand.
Okay.
Starting on C. Very nice. Well, let's do one more time. Very good. Do you see how well it exercised every single finger equally as well? Now we have to switch hands and we will use our left hand. Please note that we will have to use our pinky on C this time. In the left hand, you will put pinky on C, and you go the similar way as you did with your right hand. Go ahead, Alessandro. And one more time. Well done. So this is what I recommend to do at the start of your practicing session. right before you go to play your songs. The reason being, besides what we discussed, is exercising your finger muscles, you will also warm up and you will get to play your songs much better with the warm-ups. Okay, great. So there's one more exercise I want to include. This is what we call skips. So we are going to go ahead and position our fingers the same way we did for the C major 5-finger scale. And now this time we're going to skip a finger and skip a key. So this will teach us different positioning on the keys. Okay, so here we go. C, E, G, E, C. So these are our skips. I would like to have Alessandro demonstrate your skips in C. Fantastic. We're going to switch our fingers and use your right hand. Well done. Very good. So remember this, in piano learning, it's all about repetition, repetition, repetition. The more you repeat, the better your finger control is, the better your memorization is, and everything you do through your technique will apply to everything else you do in your piano. Now that we have completed our warm-ups and basics of our technique, we are ready to start learning our first song on the list. A very popular tune by Beethoven. It's called Ode to Joy. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take our pen and paper, and before we actually start playing the song on the piano, we are going to write the letters we need to know for this tune. I'm going to use this board, so everything I write here, please write it in your notebook. So we are going to go ahead and write the following letters and group them specific groups. Okay, so our first batch of letters will be E, E, F, G. E, F, G. Okay, and now we're going to go ahead and bubble this group in a bubble, so we separate it. Next set of group is G, F, E, D. That's our second bubble. C, C, bubble number 3 starts with C, C, D, E. That's bubble number 3. Please keep writing this in your paper as well. And bubble number 4, E, D, D. Okay, so this is our first half of our song, Ode to Joy. Now that you have it written on your piece of paper, go ahead and put it right by your keyboard or piano. And here's what we're going to do. Because many of you are complete beginners, so we want to start very easy and very simple. We're going to use our right hand, and we're only going to use our pointy finger to learn the song. Pointy finger. So very slowly, Alessandro is going to demonstrate. We're going to go one bubble at a time, okay? So let's do the first bubble, E, E, F, G. Fantastic. Second bubble, G, F, E, D. Third bubble, C, C, D, E. E, D, D. Very good, very good. So what I think, before we proceed to our second half of the song, I want Alessandro to play it with your pointy finger, the whole tune, so our viewers and students get to listen to it and recognize the popular tune. Can you, Alessandro, go ahead and play the whole thing? Very good. So very popular tune, and everybody around the world really loves this particular tune. Okay, so our first half is pretty much complete. Now, Alessandro, can you go ahead and play the first half without stopping between the bubbles? You smoothly transition from one to the next. Now, remember, this is just the first half of your piece. So So pretty simple, a lot of fun. We're going to go ahead and work on the second half of our tune. And please get your pen and paper and go ahead and write the second part to this tune. So our next bubble is E, E, F, G. I'm gonna group this. Second bubble of the second part is G, F, E, D. And third bubble of the second group, D, D, E, C, C, D, E, and the last ending will be D, C, C. D, C, C. Okay? So now we're going to go ahead and practice the second half of this tune. Alessandro, keep using your right hand with a pointy finger for now. And go ahead and play one bubble at a time, E, E, F, G. Second bubble, G, F, E, D. Third bubble, C, C, D, E. And the ending, D, C, C. Well done. Now go ahead and play second part, a little smoother, moving one through the next. Thank you very much. Okay, now that you have all the parts you need for Ode to Joy, go ahead and play together. Our viewers can play at the same time the whole part with part one and part two. Well done, thank you. Now remember that in piano we want to practice our coordination. Not only with one hand, we have to also use our other hand as well. So it gets just as comfortable playing. So now we're going to go ahead and switch fingers. We're going to use our left hand and slowly go ahead and practice the whole piece with your left hand. Thank you very much. Thank you. So my recommendation for beginner students to start with using pointy fingers in the right hand and in the left hand. Now, once you get to the point you're more comfortable using your pointy fingers, you can take it to the next level and start using all your fingers. First in the right hand, then in the left hand. So we are going to have Alessandro demonstrate how to use all the fingers. So think about our 5-finger C scale that we did a little earlier. So what you will need to do, you have to put your fingers in that C scale position, the way we did with your scales warm-ups earlier. So once you put thumb on C, 2 on D, 3 on E, 4 on F, and pinky on C, keep your fingers in that place. Do not move it, otherwise you're gonna lose your spot. So pretend that your fingers are glued, and the less you move, the better. All you need to do just to push your fingers. So we will have Alessandro start with the right hand. Right hand, put your fingers in C position, and now he will play the whole tune using different fingers in specific order. Very good, thank you so much. So remember this, for some of you, it might come out really easy. For others who never done piano before, might take a little while. Just remember to be patient and play it over and over and over again. My suggestion to use this exercise and do maybe 7 to 10 times, and then you switch hands and do the same thing 7 to 10 times with the other hand. So Alessandro, you can play just once for now with your left hand, using all your fingers. Very well done, thank you so much. So just remember, patience is the key, and you will notice as you practice every day, you will feel every day it feels easier, it feels smoother, it feels better, and you feel more confident. So practice definitely is the key. Okay, so have fun with Ode to Joy. Go ahead and learn one more song. It's a very famous tune, Mary Had a Little Lamb. A lot of us remember this tune, listening to this tune while growing up. So definitely this song brings a lot of memories for most of us. Okay, great. So we will use this similar strategy. Make sure you do have all your stickers on your keys, ready to go. And now go ahead and take your pen and paper, and we are going to write the letters we need to know for Mary Had a Little Lamb. Okay, so our first group of notes will be E, D, C, D. Okay, go ahead and write this on your paper. Second group will be 3 E's, E, E, E. We're going to bubble them up because it's easier to read when they are grouped and they're bubbled. Next line will be D, 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 so we have 3 D's. The fourth bubble will be E, G, G. Okay, so we will concentrate only on the first half of the tune. However, before we practice this first half, I would like to have Alessandro play the whole tune so that the listeners can see if they can recognize the tune.
Okay, with all of my fingers?
You can choose whatever you want. That's That's right. So very popular tune. Okay, so we will start easy way and then build it up from there. So Alessandro, we're going to use our right hand using your pointy finger, okay, to practice our one bubble at a time. So first bubble is E, D, C, D. Second bubble E, E, E. Third bubble D, D, D. And then E, G, G. You got it right. Very good. So viewers, you can go ahead and play along as Alessandro is playing. Okay, we are ready for our next bubble. Second half of the song. Second half of the song has similar parts to the first half. So we have again E, D, C, D. First bubble of the second half. Second bubble of the second half will be E, E, E. So same thing. Don't forget to write this on your paper so you get a chance to practice this during the week. And the last part will be D, D, E, D, C. So the ending is a little bit different from the first half. Okay, Alessandra, so we're going to go ahead and practice the second part using pointy finger. E, D, C, D. E, E, E. And the last part, D, D, E, D, C. Very good. Now, please do not forget to switch hands because that is also important to practice the other hand. So, Alessandro, go ahead, switch hands. We are going to practice second half, E, D, C, D. E, E, E. D, D. E, D, C. Yep, you got it right. Very good. Okay, now our next goal, once you get comfortable using and playing and pushing the right keys, you can go ahead and take it to the next level by using all other fingers. So I would like to have Alessandro demonstrate playing Mary Had a Little Lamb with his right hand. We're going to do the whole piece right now. We're going to put our fingers in C scale position, just like we did in our earlier exercises. Make sure each finger has its own key. That's right. So go ahead, Alessandro, using different fingers, play the whole tune from the beginning to the end. Thank you very much. So remember this, when you're learning the piece the first time, you don't have to rush. You can do it even slower than Alessandro did. Alessandro is comfortable with his tempo because actually he's at level 4 of his piano training. But just to get an idea how smooth it sounds once you learn your notes and you're ready to speed it up, it's a lot of fun to do. But as you're learning in the beginning, take it very slowly. Alessandro, can you switch hands and try to show the viewers how to play it slower? Thank you very much. Okay, my dear students, have fun playing both tunes. They're a lot of fun to practice, and when you sound really good and confident, please do share the songs with or pieces with your family, your friends. They would really, really enjoy hearing you this fun and exciting songs that you are now able to play on your own piano.